So there was a certain discomfort that I felt growing up, that I'm not seen as I would want to be seen as. And every time there was a gathering, they repeated this story in front of me, that how I was the unwanted child.
And honestly, nothing good ever happened in my life during that phase.
I was reading about you and Rangoli, and so you've had a fairly conventional upbringing where you were in a way told that boys are slightly more important than girls are. So how did you break out of that? What was it that made Kangana and Rangoli so strong?
Well, the thing is that from my side, I don't know about Rangoli, but from my side, there was no acceptance to this fact that I am any less than anyone around me. So there was a certain discomfort that I felt growing up, that I'm not seen as I would want to be seen as. I'm seen as Rangoli. My parents have had a child before Rangoli who didn't make it. He was a boy and he died, I think, within 10 days of his birth. He was called Hero. So my parents could never really emerge from the loss of that baby boy. And when Rangoli was born, she was celebrated. Like, she was really taken care of, and there was huge celebrations. But when I was born, my parents, my mother especially, I think, couldn't come to terms with the fact that there's another baby girl. And how I know these stories with so much details, because every time a guest visited, and every time there was a gathering, they repeated this story in front of me, that how I was the unwanted child. And it's very hard to live in an environment where you're reminded, where you're constantly told that your existence, yeah, like you're a sort of fluke who just happens to be here, but are not meant to be here. I could never come to terms with that sort of environment, and I think that really explains why I just broke free in such an extreme way.
I'd say growing up, I was a slob. I was really lazy and hated having shower and things like that. And I was a really dirty person. So my parents were fed up. And honestly, nothing good ever happened in my life during that phase. I would be very honest. I never made friends, no opportunities came my way. And then I read a lot about elements and composition, energies, and then I came across this fact that energies of three types: sattva, tamas, and rajas. So the most superior type is sattva, and that is all about cleanliness, truth, anything which is beautiful in life, artistic. So it starts with a beautiful environment, and that is what Lakshmi is about. You can only attract Lakshmi. It has been given a human form to make it easier for people, simple-minded people like us. But eventually, Lakshmi is an energy which you can only attract if you have sattvic energy. So if you have clean environment, you have that energy. If you have that energy, you have clean environment. It's vice versa. So I think ever since I used these techniques in my life changed. So now I love to have shower. I love to keep my environment clean, and I make sure I never litter. I swear to God, I must have not littered for the past 12 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
very nice.